Think back really hard. Like really hard. Back to when you were 9 years old on your parents' computer. You remember it, don't you? This was before mobile gacha games, doing everything you could to hit the algorithm on YouTube. Even before the hit Xbox Connect song, I'm Han Solo. There was Adventure Quest Worlds. It was more than just a flash game. It was a phenomenon in the web browser game space. So, how did this single flash-based MMO become so massive that even today it has such a strong following? Let's roll back the clock to 2008. A perfect time in the world without any financial crisis or even a market crash. There you are, coming back home from school with only one thing on your mind. Hopping onto your parents' computer to get onto Adventure Quest Worlds. There you are, trying to level up your character to 30, trying to fight the mana golem, or even deciding to grind out some reputation through Arkan Grove. One of the best ways you could spend the night. So how did you get to that stage of joy and obsession? And talking about entry points to the gaming space, flash games were one of the easiest ways. There was no downloads, you didn't need to update anything. All you needed to do was go on the website, make your hero, and there you were. You were fighting your very first Frogzard, or even going through the lair to fight the Red Dragon. You see, Artix Entertainment made Adventure Quest, Dragon Fable, Met Quest, and they were already there before Adventure Quest Worlds. Artix Entertainment didn't just make a game, they were already an established brand. You could literally walk into Toys R Us and find anything that was Adventure Quest Worlds related. You had trading cards and even action figures of your favorite characters like Artix and Sepultura. They even offered in-game incentives with these cool things. You got classes, houses, other cosmetics, and these are things that people still, to this day, they want them. You see, it didn't even stop there with the physical merchandise. You could go into any store, you could grab yourself a physical gift card for membership, or even for Artix points, all while you were just picking up your shopping. You see, when you think back to this time, one thing that probably pops into your head are those blatant ads that you'd find on the side of websites and even YouTube videos back in the day. Do you remember them? Those insanely loud flash ads. There you are, just playing 8-ball pool or even Duck Life too, and boom, AQW game ad. They were everywhere, so much so that even your grandparents probably clicked on them by mistake. They even ran TV commercials.
Play free now at www.aq.com.
Hell, they even ended up on the news at one point, describing the company and the games they've made from across the years.
It all began with an idea 10 years ago that no one could know would become the hottest trend in gaming.
You see, Artix Entertainment, they knew their audience was kids and pre-teens, all just trying to play a fun game that they didn't need permission to download on the parents' computer. They could instead just open up a web browser, make an account, and play. That's how they amassed so many players. At some of the peak times, there was even around 40,000 players just playing Adventure Quest Worlds. Forget about Tolkien and his works. Honestly, when I was a kid and I was playing Adventure Quest Worlds, that lore felt so real to me. I felt like I'd been transported into Battlon, and I've been there fighting real-life gorillafants and seed spitters, all for the Shaman class. Spoiler alert, I never got it because I didn't really know how to farm things properly. There was Sepultura, Drakath, and the Chaos Lords.
This is a Venus flytrap, a plant with a mouth. How is...
It was a peak story. When I first joined, I went through the Sword Haven story, and there it was, one of the best cinematics in the whole game, the fight between good and evil. But the thing is, Adventure Quest Worlds wasn't just popular because of the merch or the advertisements. It was popular because it was something that you could share. It was a game that you could play with friends, strangers, family, and even by yourself. No matter who you were, you could go into the game, make your hero, play the storylines, and then make the best looking armor set you could, even if it was just ninja armor with a default hairstyle. You see, Adventure Quest Worlds is special. It's kept its notoriety till today, especially for those who've played the games from the original release, and even a new set of players who've come and joined from across the globe. The simplicity, the passion put into the game, as well as how well the company looks out for its player base, is a whole reason of its success. And realistically, it is really simple to make a game successful. All you really need to do is care as much as Artix Entertainment has done over these past 17 years. And as I always say, I'll see you in game and battle on.